Ladies and gentlemen, I am Richard. I am going to have myself a drink. These are pre-made frozen cocktails of 6% alcohol variety. This one is a punk lemonade. It doesn't say pink, P-U-N-K. It is not pink in any way, shape, or form. So this is a hard lemonade that's a Claffey's Frozen Cocktails. Found this at a dollar store, or found this at a discount market. And we're going to address one of my list of 250 philosophical questions. This one is, how does culture and art influence government? For those of you who are uninitiated, I consume things like this in these videos because I'm a food blogger. I have stuff lying around, and this is how I've chosen to dole them out to myself. Anyway, for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you would be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'll be doing your part for a better world. Now, there was a time in human history where if you insulted the king, he would kill you. This gave rise to the concept of the jester. The jester was protected by God. He could say anything he wanted to the king, and the king could not touch him. He was often the one who said the things that needed to be said. This, I believe, is where we get clowns. These are really small. I mean, it's not bad, it's just small. I'm wondering if I have something else in here I can flesh this out with, because there's just not enough of this. I guess it's not important. Anyway, so in this way, art had a huge influence on government. Because art had the greatest influence of anything on the king. Now, in the modern day, President Zelensky of Ukraine, before becoming president, was a comedian. Before becoming president, Donald Trump was a joke. That's just kind of the world we live in. Okay. Maybe I should have another one. I mean, I'm out of drink. Here's an under mango. I was hoping to make 9 videos with these things, but they're too dang small. There's almost no alcohol in them. Anyway, so, yeah, the things we say about our leaders matter because they are a direct message to that leader. That's the world we live in. This one's better. The world we live in is defined by its art. That's what's going to be there when we're gone. And, you know, art should influence the people to a certain degree. I mean, one of the things about monarchs is that throughout history they've often had a lot of interest in art because art was something only they could afford. Art was for the creme de la creme. In fact, in France, I believe, there is a theater that it was for a particular monarch, and when that monarch died, they just boxed up his theater, and, you know, decades later, somebody went in there and said, hey, everything's still here exactly as it was on the last performance night. That's how we learn so much about it. Shakespeare wrote for his queen, and throughout much of English, at least, theater, the king would attend the plays, and there were even references to, he's a great king, and he's right there watching us, could have us beheaded if we give a bad performance. And they had their private box. I believe nobility is where the private boxes of theater come from. So, I mean, it's a vicious cycle. Obviously, art is influenced by government, and government is influenced by art. The level of control that government expresses over art defines the quality of the government in many cases. In North Korea, they control all art. Outside art is forbidden, and you can even be executed for it. So, yeah, art has power. Art shapes governments. Art, if it has a biggest influence, is a direct conversation with government. Anyway, I don't think that really answers the question, but I'm not sure one can answer a question so nebulous. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard. Rockin'! I'm Danger Ducky, and I'm telling you, it's time to comment, like, and subscribe because it's the right thing to do. Yeah, that's right. This channel's awesome, and you should be a part of that. So, tell your friends and rock on!